Everybody, Dano here from Every Day is Turkey Day, and today is June 7th, and this is my comic book haul video for about the past 3 weeks. The last time I made a video was May 19th, so this is everything I've picked up since then. And so starting off, we have No Justice number 3, No Justice number 4, the conclusion of the 4-part miniseries. So I have 2, 3, and 4, I don't have number 1. And speaking of that, it was pretty much because my local comic book shop, it's very small and it doesn't carry, all these titles, or if it does, it only orders a couple issues, which makes sense for the size because, they're not going to order 20 issues if they only sell like 5 of them. That wouldn't make any sense. So I actually went to another comic book shop that walking distance would be far as hell, but, taking the bus or a car, it's like only maybe 15 minutes away. So I went there and that's where I was able to get this. And when I went there, I was also able to get the Jim Lee Batman variant cover of Justice League number 1, which is the kicking off point to the new Justice League story that happens after No Justice. And I really like this, man. It focuses on Martian Manhunter, as he is the new chairman of the Justice League, and there's a force coming out of the source wall that's heading towards Earth that they have to deal with. Also, there's Vandal Savage in here, and there's a pretty crazy moment with him. And there's a new formation of the Legion of Doom. So for a first issue in this new Justice League story, man, this was pretty good. I liked it, and I look forward to seeing where it's gonna go. And I don't really plan on picking up the other Justice League titles, or like Justice League Dark and Justice League Odyssey. But I think I'm gonna stick with this one and check it out, or keep checking it out. Next we got Batman Detective Comics 981, and this is the last issue in James Tynion the Fourth's Detective Comics run. And I'm nowhere near this far. I read some trades, but since it was his last issue and I had a couple extra bucks to get another comic, I was like, hey man, why not? Next, Aquaman and Jabberjaw, the one-shot, which was the Hanna-Barbera DC crossover. So they had this, they had Dynomutt and Super Sons, Hong Kong Phooey and Black Lightning, and Speed Buggy and The Flash. And there's some more coming out soon, I believe. However, this is the one that looked the most interesting to me. I thought it was going to be great, and it ended up being just all right. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. But I like the idea more of the concept than the actual execution. You have a Captain Caveman Tail in here, all right, which was also just okay. But regardless, man, I like it when DC does crossovers with like Hanna-Barbera or Looney Tunes or anything like that. So because they're usually really fun, and this was just okay. Next, Black Panther number 1, Ta-Nehisi Coates, and this deals with the Wakandans going into space and forming a colony and sort of what's happening out there. I was kind of hesitant to pick this up, but I'm glad I did. Ta-Nehisi Coates, I think he did a great job. The art in here is great. And yeah, I'd say if you're hesitant on it too, I'd say pick it up, man. Ta-Nehisi Coates has definitely improved greatly. So there's that. You Are Deadpool number 4. Just pretty much a choose your own adventure story. I really like these. I only have the 3rd one as well, but they're just fun. You grab a pair of dice and you can kind of just, choose your own adventure, like I said. But yeah, I like it. It's fun, And then this came out a little while ago. This was before Adamantium Agenda. However, when I went to my local comic book shop, as I said, sometimes they sell out. I just don't have certain things I'm looking for. And I was just like, man, I walk all the way here just to get one book. So I figured I'd pick this up. I know some people didn't like it, but I actually really enjoyed this book. You got Daredevil and Misty Knight, and they're searching for Wolverine, as are all the people in these Hunt for Wolverine titles. I don't really think I'm going to pick up any more Hunt for Wolverine titles except maybe Adamantium Agenda, just because, I don't want to read all these titles and just have it amount to nothing, which obviously Wolverine's coming back, but, just all these books and just kind of have it be a whole bunch of nada. It's not really something I'm, looking forward to reading. So, maybe I'll keep reading Weapon Lost. The 2nd issue just came out this week. I didn't pick it up, but I mean, I'm open to it, but I don't know. Next, we got The Immortal Hulk number 1. Look at that cover, man. It's just fucking awesome. It's a Alex Ross cover. Looks great. And now this is a horror story. I guess a horror take on the Hulk. And it's actually really good, man. I was kind of hesitant because I was, you know, I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, it was really cool, man. The Hulk is a lot different in this story than, you know, kind of any other story I've read him in. And if you like horror comics and you kind of want to see a superhero you're familiar with taking up that kind of role, I'd definitely say check this out, man. It's really good. And last but not least, Spawn 286, and I've loved Spawn since I was a kid. However, I'm trying to get back into him recently. My local comic book style, I know it kind of sounds like I'm shitting on him, but my local comic book shop, it's great, but you know, they don't really carry Spawn, which kind of sucks. But when I went over to the other one that I was telling you guys about, while I was there, I was just like, well shit, let me see if they have Spawn. And sure enough, man, this is the new issue. And so I was really happy they had it. And now with this cover, this is the ink version. It's one of 8. With the other 7 ones, basically they gave this inked, you know, drawing to 7 different colorists. So all these different colorists did their own take on the cover. And a lot of them look, well, I mean, all of them look really good, but some of them are just amazing. But this is the only one they had, and I mean, I still like it, and I'm just happy that I was able to, you know, pick up an issue of Spawn. And especially because the new movie with Jamie Foxx is coming out sometime, or maybe they're shooting it right now. With Jamie Foxx being Spawn, I mean, I would have liked it if they would have kept Michael Jai White being Spawn, but Jamie Foxx is probably going to pull in a bigger audience. He has the physique and the look. For Al Simmons, I don't necessarily know voice-wise. I mean, I guess they could manipulate his voice in post or whatever. But, you know, I'm kind of like, maybe. But with Todd McFarlane directing the movie, you know, I think it would be good. Or at least I hope it would be good. But either way, I'm excited that it's going to come out at some point. But, yeah, so those are the comics I've picked up over the past 3 weeks. Thank you for watching. If you have read these comics as well, let me know what you thought of them. And, yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.